As the title states, we're cooking some wild grouse in a mushroom cream sauce here in the mountains of Montana. Got this beautiful view up here on this cliff. We're going to be cooking out of the truck today. I'm going to show you guys my cooking setup, and we're just going to have some fun. Simple recipe here. But if you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button. We love bringing you guys our outdoor adventures, exploring freedom outdoors, public lands. Be cooking some wild grouse today out here out of the truck, so I apologize for the wind, but this is a wild grouse I shot in the mountains of Montana while I was out elk hunting. I shot it with my bow, but since then, because people say these things are a little rough, I've already shot one this season. It was good. It was a little tough, but not too bad. But I did a couple things to it. I put it in a plastic bag. I tenderized it with just a water bottle. That's what I had. I let it marinate in some Italian dressing. Italian dressing is a vinegar-based dressing. The vinegar helps tenderize the meat. And before that, I actually let it hang for about a day and a half before I cleaned it, just to let that natural tenderization work through it. So a couple things you can do with wild game that people say is tough. You can tenderize it with a mallet. You can let it hang for a little longer, or you can use maybe a kind of a acid-based, vinegar-based dressing to help tenderize it as well and marinate it. So let's get to cooking. I'll show you guys how I'm going to do this. First off, welcome to my kitchen. This is my 2016 F-150. I live out of it so I can hunt and fish more. Let's get to cooking. I'll show you guys how I'm going to cook this wild grouse in the mushroom cream sauce. So basically what you need: wild grouse. You want to marinate it in some Italian dressing, go for it. You don't have to, but that's what I prefer. Some type of noodle, or you could do rice. I'm going to do it over egg noodles because I'm a Midwestern kid and I like egg noodles. So I'm going to get those dumped in this water. We've had that heating up. I'm going to do the whole bowl, or the whole bag. Next, you're going to need some type of cream. This is what's going to help make your sauce. Like I said, mushrooms. These are some chanterelle mushrooms my buddy found dehydrated. So we're going to rehydrate them in the sauce, and that's going to make our mushroom cream sauce. We got some butter because you can't go wrong with butter, mushrooms, onions, all that stuff. Some diced garlic, chopped garlic. Red wine. I prefer red wine. You could use a white wine if you wanted, but red wine helps make things a little richer. And then as well, which I don't have, these are just beef Bullion Cubes. You can use broth out of a jar, but these travel a little better with me in the truck. Don't have to put them in the fridge after they're open. So we're going to run these. And then your seasonings. You can run whatever seasonings you want. Some olive oil. Oh, and an onion. Got that kind of prepped already. So we got our oil heated up. I'm going to toss these grouse breasts in there. We'll go from there. Well, there's a tenderloin in there. There it is. Alright, we're just going to let those brown up a little bit. And like I said, we're just going to make our sauce in that same pan. We got our egg noodles going. Egg noodles are awesome. They don't take very long to cook. They go with anything. If you're not a fan of egg noodles, you should be. We're positive we just found some elk, and we have dinner cooking. Boom! I knew this place would hold out. Let's pull the camera off and we'll show you. Alrighty, the grouse has an awesome color on it. Look at that. Looking beautiful. So I'm going to pull that aside, cut it up a little bit, and we're going to start building our sauce. So we're going to turn our heat to a little lower. I'm going to throw in the onions. We're going to toss in some butter and get those onions kind of caramelized and beautiful. Alright, we got some great color on those onions. I'm going to deglaze the pan with some red wine, and we're going to throw in our mushrooms in. So like I said, these are just some dehydrated chanterelles. Throw all those in. We'll let that start building. Add some garlic in there, just a spoonful. Then we're going to add our cream. This is just some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add in some Italian seasoning. You guys can season however you want. I'm going to add in some pepper. We're just going to let this work. I got to rehydrate those mushrooms. We're going to let all the seasonings, all the flavors kind of meld together. Let it thicken a little bit. Some of that moisture works out of it. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes here. Just kind of let this sauce and onions and mushrooms kind of work together. The mushrooms are hydrated once again. Ooh, that's tasting pretty darn good. We're just going to add in our grouse. Kind of let that come back up to temperature. I'm going to toss in some noodles. Those have been pre-cooked. Let those come up to temperature as well. I'm telling you, this is going to be tasty. There's going to be leftovers, and I'm going to enjoy that. This thing is looking tasty. Let's plate it up, pour ourselves a glass of wine, sit on the side of a mountain, watch some elk, and enjoy it. Well, here we are, side of a mountain, get to enjoy grouse I killed out of my truck, aka a home cooked meal out here in a beautiful environment in Montana while I'm glassing up some elk. So can't complain about that. If you guys are looking for a simple recipe for grouse, pheasant, quail, something like that, try mushroom cream sauce. It's simple. You need some heavy cream, it's onions, mushrooms, obviously your meat of choice, noodles, whatever kind of seasonings you want. I will leave everything in the description of how to make this recipe, but hope you guys enjoyed it because I'm definitely going to enjoy this. Give her a taste here. Woo! Can't get enough. Rich, flavorful, there's no complaints here. If you guys are looking for a simple recipe for grouse, pheasant, quail, any type of game bird like that, whiter meat, give this a try. Pretty simple. I'll leave the recipe down in the description, but I'm going to get to enjoying this. I'm going to glass up some elk. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Come along on further adventures. Hunting, fishing, public land, wild game cooking. You guys know the drill. If that all sounds awesome, hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. And as always, don't forget you are free to prowl. And please, thank a vet for their service. We'll catch you on the next one.